Hey y'all, this is a special little short episode of Breealizations. I just had to pop on because the outpouring from all y'all over the last few days, it's been incredible. And so many of you are not alone, but you feel alone. You feel the beginning stages of understanding your whole life is changing. And you're understanding just how much, not only that you want it to change, but you need it to change. I just wanted to pop on here and give you this short little extra episode because I've been where you are. And I want to tell you that for the longest time, I thought I could hang on to the people that I love so much that were still partaking in the behaviors that I was working so hard to get away from. Drinking was my number one because that was where everybody got together. That was what everybody knew. That was what everybody did. And I felt like if I wasn't drinking, I didn't have anyone. And I didn't want to give up any of my friends. I didn't want to give up my life. I didn't want to lose anyone. But it turns out it didn't matter. That space was going to be taken no matter what, because I was not going to remain the same. And nobody was going to remain the same. We were all going to shift in our own ways. And there's nothing bad about taking space. And now that I am in this interesting new position, it has reminded me a lot of when I took my teacher training. I think it was 7 years ago now. And it was the first time in my life that I had been so immersed in the life that I wanted. Was my body perfect and ready for being a yoga instructor? No, it was not. Was it easy for me to learn Sanskrit or any of the other things I had to learn? No, it was not. But I never felt like I was making the wrong moves. I just knew I was a novice. I was new here, and I trusted that by the time everything was done, I would have the information that I needed in order to be successful. And I was right. I did have those tools because I learned them in the teacher training. And I am back there again where I'm becoming a personal trainer. I am learning how to have clients. I am learning how to work at a gym. I am starting from not scratch because I have a lot in my background that has prepared me for this. But I am not in my dream body, but I'm in a body that I worked so hard to get into, especially after I gained all of that weight and I took it all off. And I feel great. And I did so much more than just lose the weight. I connected my mind and my body. The alignment within, I've never had that. Not even when I was in teacher training. I was starting to understand it and learn it and get the tools that I needed to get here. But the reason I'm so successful is because I've applied everything that I've learned in my lifetime to right now. When you start new things and you are leaning into being the person of your dreams, you're gonna feel kind of weird at times. Sometimes you might have imposter syndrome where you are like, what am I doing here? And you want to jump back into who you used to be, but you can't because that doesn't feel the same anymore either. And you just feel really lost, really like there's nowhere for you to go. You don't know yourself any longer. And that can be really scary and really overwhelming if you allow it to be. If you allow your thoughts to get stuck in that loop of what am I doing here? Am I good enough? Am I going to know what I need to do. If you focus on the unknown, you're gonna freak yourself out. There's so much that happens in the process that you never could have planned for because it's a new world. You're discovering there's things you never knew existed. It's okay to not feel perfect. It's okay to not feel ready. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to doubt. It is okay, all of it. What's not okay is quitting because I used to be a big quitter. I ran away from everything that was uncomfortable. And I just couldn't handle it. I hated being uncomfortable. I despised being uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. So if it brought some discomfort to my life, peace, I was out. But I realized that I was just finding the same lessons over and over and over in greater forms. They were bigger. I couldn't just escape them. When we stop resisting and we lean into the discomfort and we learn there and we let ourselves evolve and grow there, everything changes. And for me personally, that meant not making such quick moves when I was uncomfortable. That meant stepping back, letting myself sit in it, and letting myself dissect it. Why am I so uncomfortable? Is what I'm telling myself true? Is this a core belief that is going to continue to hold me back if I do not heal it? When we jump into others, or we jump into things, or we try to rush through the discomfort, we're not just going to hurt ourselves. We're going to hurt others in that process as well. Because eventually the day will come where we have to face the lesson. And we see that everything we've been trying to build to distract ourselves now has to go. Because we have to face that lesson. We're not meant to just come here, get comfortable, and die. We're meant to explore and learn and create and fail forward and find our way in places we never thought we would. And one huge thing that I recommend is looking at who you are currently surrounding yourself with. I know you love those people that you've loved forever, but if those people aren't where you are and all they want to do is still go drink and you're trying to quit drinking, you are not going to feel as successful. It is going to feel so much harder than it has to be. If you want to get in the best shape of your life, surrounding yourself with people who want to go out to eat and all their lives do is revolve around food, and you're constantly eating or drinking or whatever, and you're not feeling good about yourself, it is going to be really hard for you to hit your goals if your support system does not support you or is not on the same type of track. When you support yourself, that means creating a world that supports you. If you don't have anyone, like you want to become a hiker, but you don't know one person that hikes, you can still start walking all by yourself. You can still start making moves. You can find groups. You can open yourself up to opportunities. You can do all of these things, okay? But if you aren't in a place where you know anybody that is on the same type of path that you are, take time alone. I cannot stress this enough. If nobody is coming into your world that is making you feel connected on this new journey, it is more than likely because it's not time. You need time with you. You need time to get to know this new version of yourself. And healing Healing can be very isolating, but sometimes it needs to be, because we need that time to be able to understand our own energy. We need time in our own energy, not being influenced by anyone else's anything. We need to be able to understand what beliefs we truly hold that maybe haven't come to the surface. You are typically unaware of all of these inner things. And once you start cracking through and you start becoming aware, little by little by little, it builds. It builds y'all. The little things are the big things. So you take that time alone and you start to know yourself. The more you learn yourself, the more confident you feel. The more this version you become. And the more of that version you become, there comes the people, the connection, the opportunities. There comes your new tribe. And a lot of times, your old tribe, the ones that are meant to come with you, they've been doing work as well while you were doing work. And now y'all are ready to embark on this new journey together in a new way where you're getting to know each other. Like it's brand new, but familiar. Nobody has to leave your life and stay gone forever. If they're not supposed to, they will just come back. You don't have to stress. You don't have to force. You do not have to do any of the worrying that we do. All you need to do breathe. Relax your body. Relax your brain. Relax your worry. Relax your pain. You trust. You trust that you are right where you need to be, and that all of the tools will be there as you need them. And when you're trying to find peace, life will test you. It will bring you some situations that feel like you must panic. The calmer you stay, the better it will be. Breathe. You're right where you need to be in this journey. While it is such a ride, it is so worth it.